So I was chatting with Fabricator about expanding into a new location, and he walked me through how he's planning to size his showroom. Honestly, it felt a bit bigger than it needed to be. So I said, "This feels a lot larger than necessary." His response? "Well, we gotta leave room for the ugly slabs that nobody buys." True story, I promise. Naturally, I asked him why, and his answer reminded me of something from Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. If you don't know him, Voss is a former FBI hostage negotiator. So yeah, if there's a job that demands peak negotiation skills, it's that one. In the book, he explains this tactic. You want your customer to say no early. Borderline sleazy tactic incoming, so prepare yourself. Why? Because no makes people feel in control. Let's get sciencey. When people are pushed to say yes, it can feel like a trap, a forced commitment. But saying no, that's safe. It creates space, it sets a boundary. And that psychological safety actually encourages them to keep the conversation going. As humans, we crave control. Letting someone say no gives them that, and they'll often stay engaged rather than shutting down. We use a similar tactic when we build Fabricator websites. Sometimes we use talk to advisor instead of schedule an appointment. Both lead to the same website form, but talk to an advisor on a website feels like less of a commitment, more in control of their destiny, and that subtle shift matters. No isn't a dead end. It's actually the start of a more honest conversation. Once someone feels safe enough to say no, you've opened the door to uncovering their real concerns, hesitations, and needs. That's when the real education and the real help can begin. Ironically, starting with a no often leads to a more genuine, lasting yes. Now, have I tried it? No. It still feels a little icky to me and a bit manipulative, but I'd love to know if you have. Respond down in the comments if you've used this approach before. Did it work? Did it bomb? Whether you use this tactic or not, I think it's valuable to understand the psychology behind no. And instead of being discouraged, recognize how it can actually strengthen the eventual yes.